Today we're at the Wood Duck Preserve again. I've done this hike several times. Today is May 25th, 2025. Start date, whatever you want to go with. So I've come here this time to do some selective photography, dark and moody forest photography, just because it's something different to do. Proof of concept. So most of the photography work is pretty straightforward from any type of other photography I've done before. It's pretty much straightforward, taking a basic exposure of the subject, and then it's actually the post-processing that gets the final result. This involves taking out the saturation completely out of the photography, out of the photos, and then adding in each of the colors back into the picture, but more focused to whatever the subject is that you have in your picture. So instead of using like leading lines or structure to draw the eye into the subject of the photograph, the dark and moody type of photography is actually using not just the environment itself, but actually the color within the picture. So the way it's post-processed, if you take the normal picture that you've taken and you're basically bringing it down to a black and white, and then slowly focusing towards your subject, adding in the colors that are in the photograph itself to lead the eye into the subject that way. And of course it's more grays, more brown, especially in forest photography. So that's our mission today. I've scouted out this Wood Duck Preserve before, and there are a couple of subjects that I'm going to be shooting for, no pun intended there, for today's hike. So it's hot, it's muggy, but just another excuse to get out and do some more shooting, and I'm hoping that you like the results. So as I always say, onward and upward. I think we're ready to go. A little noisy out here right now because this is really close to the railroad tracks, and we've got a really long freight train going over it. So we'll be heading down towards the service road. So I don't know if this train will pass by then, so probably won't be too much talking. But anyways, let's get it going. Onward and upward. Unbelievable how much kudzu we've got in this state. So, you don't know what kudzu is. It's an invasive plant that was planted in a lot of the southern states, mostly along the interstate, that would prevent erosion. And it was planted as a way to had little maintenance, but the problem is it's taken over. From my research, a little bit is actually edible, I guess. The stems, the roots, the flowers. So yeah, I guess if you're living off the land, I guess you'll never run out of kudzu in the south. So it's funny, during the winter it just kind of dies back, and it's a very dead vine. But I think there has been attempts to kind of control it, but in places where they just let it go, it literally will not only take over the land, but it will creep up entire trees and then totally engulf trees. There's places to where you can see where it's just nothing but kudzu from the ground all the way to the tops of trees. I don't know if it kills the trees, because like I said, it does die back in the winter, but I can't imagine it's good for the trees. And especially here at the Wood Deck Preserve, since this berm that we're walking on, I call it a berm because it's actually like a an access road that leads us from here, and it goes down this way, all this way, to the access to the lake, or the lagoon, I think they call it, and also the other trails that are on both sides here in the woods. But as you can see, I mean, here, I mean, on both sides, this kudzu is just everywhere. So yeah, kudzu, kudzu, kudzu. Stop I'm going to make today. I believe I'm going the right way. This loop trail that we're doing right now is around the lagoon, and of course up to the lagoon there are two bird houses, or viewing houses, for people that will come to this Wood Duck Preserve to view or photograph the seasonal ducks and other birds that they get here. So on this trail, there's a part where a small creek empties into the lake, or it could be vice versa. The lake feeds this creek, but several times when I've been here, it has a overgrowth of algae that's a very, very vibrant green. So that's going to be my first subject for this dark and moody day of photographs. I'm just hoping that it still has all that algae on top of it, and then that it's full. We've had some rain, but in the last week or so it's been pretty dry here, so I'm hoping that it's still full, and we'll get there and shoot that and then see what we get. So, funny little story. As I'm walking this path, I am seeing these pine cones everywhere. So, back in December, my wife decided that she wanted to have a bowl of pine cones for our hearth for Christmas. I thought that was a great idea. And so she said, "I need you to go get me some pine cones." So I came to this very park early December and started looking for pine cones. And I could barely find any. Now I don't know when the pine trees shed their cones. So I figured, well, there's got to be some old ones still around. So I went here and was looking and was able to find a few. And now that I'm here, walking this path, of course I don't need any more pine cones. There are billions of them. I mean, just incredible. So funny. Go figure. First subject found. I'm glad that I came the right way. So this is what I was talking about. I know it's not showing it too much. You know, here's the bridge. But all in here, you've got this algae that's grown on this water. And I don't know, I just love it. I wish the sun was coming actually through more, because I would like to have gotten more of a sun reflection off of this algae. And I mean, it's everywhere in here. This whole little creek right here is just clogged with all this top algae. On both sides you can see, and to my surprise the water is actually quite deep in this area. I mean, because I've been here and this has just been almost completely dry. So this is my first subject. I'm going to go ahead and see what would be the best angles to get this. I want to incorporate this little bridge too. God, the water is almost up to the the bridge itself. So this is better than I expected. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up and take some shots. And like I said, this will be the first one, and I'll be very happy to show you the before and after of the shot, and then the post-process shot. Onward and upward. So I've figured out the first angle that I would like to shoot this little lagoon and a bridge. I've got a tree that's going to be kind of like right in the middle, but sometimes that can be very distracting, but I like it as one of the elements in this. It's kind of like almost divides it into two separate pictures, where you're going to have the path on the right side and then this lagoon on the other side, and then it's kind of like separated by this one oak tree right in the middle, and then in the background the bridge kind of goes over the little creek here and the path. So it's like the two get joined by the bridge in the background, but yet are divided by this tree in the middle. So I'm going to set up the first shot here, and I will see if this will require doing a focus stack, because I want to get a lot of this foreground in here, and we'll see what f-stop we come up with. So this is the first to set it up. So, and one thing to keep in mind when you're going off the actual path to set up for a shot like that, always search for snakes. I mean, we're right here by the water, we're right here by the path. It's so hot and muggy out. This is probably the time of the day that you're going to find possibly, I have not, snakes that want to come out here to sun themselves. So always use a hiking stick, which I have, to make sure it's nice and clear. And if you do see one, just leave it alone. Take pictures of it, of course, and just respect them all, whether they're venomous or non-venomous. Just important thing is just respect all nature. A little bit of time of waiting, but the sun has finally come back. Now I'm going to go ahead and fire off these shots. Yards that way, and I think we just had the caboose go through, so wait that to calm down. Okay, so I'm now standing on the bridge, and for my second shot I want to actually get this creek that goes that way. I've had a chorus of birds here. I didn't get them matter at hand. So I'm looking across the creek here, and it looks like it actually goes underneath a barbed wire fence that I believe is like, I guess would be the borderline of this wood duck preserve park. So I'm going to do some shooting this way. This will also be a vertical pano, just so I'm able to get close to the water here, and then pan it out over that way towards the fence. There's a tree that's basically in the middle of this creek, and like I said, I just love this green algae that has completely covered, for I'd say, see a little spot out there, about 99.6% of the entire surface of the water here. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up now and take that, and like I said, this will be a this will be set up as a horizontal stack, so that I'm getting as much definition in this photo as I can. So at f11, I am now at 1/15th of a second with an ISO of 1250. I guess one thing I forgot to mention when I was taking the first shot is that I'm also using a circular polarizer, and I'm using that to actually bring out the greens in this shot. I mean, everything else is pretty much brown, and then there's green, so there's not you know, a wide gamut of color in these, but this works perfect for the subject matter that we're shooting for. Well, the second area I was looking at shooting, I'd say in the past, maybe it was in February of this year, we had some severe storms come through here, and evidently it did take out a couple of trees. In the second spot that I was looking at shooting at, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I'm pretty much have circumvented the lagoon. I'm almost back to the parking lot, and we'll try it again. Maybe they'll clear out some of that tree fall and get hopefully that view back. It was nice of a meandering stream. Like I said, it had the mud banks on it. But of course, if I wanted to shoot some of that, there's another park here that's called the Creek Line Trail that follows a creek that is pretty much just like that. So I may do another video of doing some dark and moody photographs there. That's certainly a possibility. So until then, thank you for coming along with me. I hope you like the before and after shots of these pictures I took for the dark and moody with a creek covered in green moss. So I'm looking forward to getting those processed and see how they turn out. This might be something that I'll continue with this type of photography. May go ahead and create a gallery of dark and moody. We'll see. Kudzu, it's taking over.